Hello my Mahjong friends, welcome to the weekly Mahjong clinic. In this clinic we are reviewing the basics, tips, and strategies all about Mahjong as we play on ilovemahj. In this tutorial we are learning and discussing all about the 2025 categories, specifically switching hands. In this video we're talking about any like numbers and switchable hands. I'm so glad you're here. Type it in the comments below or email me any questions you have about switching hands or any questions about Mahjong. I'll be sure to answer them. Type in the comments below and let me know what topics you would like to learn more about. So please include any tips or strategies you have that I may share with everyone else. As we play on ilovemahj, let me know what you would have done different. I love hearing from you. Type it in the comments. Please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, hitting the like button for content you enjoy, sharing the video with fellow Mahjong friends so they can learn and grow with us. Comment, I love engaging with you and chatting. You can also offer a thanks of appreciation by hitting the thanks button, and you can email me, as I've mentioned, for topics or any questions you have. Thank you again for all your love and support for the Mahjong Class channel, and I love that you show up each week and join me. Oh My Mahjong has been generous enough to give us a code MAHJClass to get 10% off at your shopping at Oh My Mahjong. Oh My Mahjong has dozens of mats to dress up your table or to assist you in the core Mahjong rules. Beautiful layered tiles that you can choose your favorite color. They have storage items, accessories, and even entertainment items. Featured here is the garden party mat with the tailor tiles. It's such a bright spring summer feel to brighten up your table and enjoy playing with those beautiful tiles. It's so great to look at. It just brings joy to your life. Head on over to Oh My Mahjong and check out all the items they have. Just go a little shopping and use the code MAHJClass at checkout to get 10% off your order. Enjoy shopping. Now let's get on with our topic and learn and grow together. 2 weeks ago we talked about why we would switch hands, reasons, and here are the 9 of them. You can go back and look at that video. Last week we chatted about the skills that you need to be able to switch hands. We've already discussed the categories 2025 and switchable hands. We did 2, 4, 6, 8, and now we're going to work on any like numbers. You can check out those other videos by looking in the description below. I have linked the videos and you can just click on them. Tonight we're talking about notable hands, meaning you should take notes on the hands that are switchable. You should review them and make notes to learn them. So the first thing you can do to learn is write it down. So if you find a switchable hand, write it down on a piece of paper, just get a piece of pen and paper. You can also write down a line on the card on a whiteboard, erasable marker, and you can then write underneath that hands that you could switch to. You're just teaching yourself, and sometimes not only visually seeing, you're also writing it. You can make flashcards for the same concept. You can write down the line on the card and then where you could switch to. Obviously, you can watch these great videos that I'm producing, and they will also help you. You can watch them multiple times to help you notice where to switch hands. And I think I left out of here, and I'm just remembering it. You can also go on ilovemahj, and you can play in which hand is that, and that will also show you switchable hands. Once you discover it, you can say it out loud many times and repeat it over. I think that's a good way to do it. Like, line number 1 in 2025 goes with line number 3 in any like numbers, just things like that so you can remember. Of course, build it like I did in the videos and I'll do tonight with any like numbers, and you keep repeating the process. Get your set out, and like I said, you can practice on ilovemahj on what hand is that. These are great ways to remember switchable hands. Let's talk about any like numbers. Again, as I mentioned, we did 2025, 2, 4, 6, 8 in the last 2 weeks, and now we're on to any like numbers and their switchable hands. There's lots in any like numbers to switch. Let's break it down by the line and let me show you how to switch hands. Next week we'll do quints and we'll keep working category by category. Let's break down those hands and let me show you switchable hands. Let's head on over there with live tiles. We're taking a look at the any like numbers section and switching hands. Before you, I have line number 1 using the number ones. This category is basically a category I would switch to. I don't know how many often I would switch out of it, but we're going to start with a big hand, and we're going to start with the first one, line number 1, and I think a great way to push yourself to play a quint hand is going to line number 3. If you start pulling some jokers in the draw, or you have a lot of jokers, and I'm using the number 1, and obviously you can play this with any number. The key is here is having a pair. So here's our pair. I just swapped out the 2 dragons for jokers. And look at that. We now just won on the quint hand. We have a pair of flowers, a quint of ones, a pair of ones, and a quint of ones. You only need 2 jokers, and that is quite amazing. And it's 45 points. It's a great switchable hand. When you start pulling jokers, go from any like numbers, line number 1, to the quints category. And again, vice versa. You could be in quints and go to any like numbers if you start drawing dragons. Another switchable hand, and I'm using ones, but again, you can use any number. Let's go from line number 1 all the way over to Winds and Dragons, line number 5. So we're on line number 1. Let's get it back to what it looks like in line number 1. And we are going to jump all the way over to the Winds and Dragons category. Now, when it's an odd number, 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, you have to have north and south. When it's an even number, you have to have east and west. So that hand I kind of like because it's a little simple. You only need 1 1, a pair of ones, and 3 ones. And again, it doesn't have to be ones. It's any odd number with north and south, or any even number with east and west. So obviously these would not be a part of it. We'd have to get the winds. So we need north and south. We don't need the flowers. Maybe you can do a joker exchange and you could use those flowers and get jokers. And then you can combine them with collecting north and south. This is a great way to play this hand because you can use jokers in the norths and south and the one grouping of ones. So you need 4 norths, a single one, a pair of ones, a pung of ones, and 4 souths. And you have north and south with ones. So now we're still looking at line number 1, and we have a bunch of 7s, and obviously we can change within the category of any like numbers. But I wanted to show you, don't forget, there are like kongs of 7s in consecutive run, line number 7. So you have the like kongs of 7s. And now you have to make the beginning part. We already had the pair of 7s. And remember, the pair has to equal the kongs. You have to fill in the beginning part of this. So you can have 5, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to have 5 numbers. So there you have it. You have 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you did a run, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The pair is 7s, and the pair can be anywhere in the run. And then you have your kong of 7s. So you went from line number 1, any like numbers with kongs of 7s and the pair, to line number 7 in consecutive run. They work really well together. These do not have to be the number 7. These Kongs of 7s could have been any number in the set from 1 to 9. You just have to make sure that your pair matches your Kongs if you're going from like numbers to consecutive run, line number 7. You also want to remember this is the number 7 if we had the number 8. Where else we can play like Kongs of 8s? Let's get back to any like numbers, line number 1. We kind of talked about this last week with Kongs of 8s. So we're in any like numbers, line number 1. We just talked about consecutive run, line number 7, which would be a great opportunity for those 8s to be played there with a run of 5 numbers. But you can also, if it's 2s, 4s, 6s, or 8s of Kongs, you can go to line number 7 in 2, 4, 6, 8. And that one's really nice because you're going to have a pair of flowers, you're going to have your 8s and your 8s, and you have to have the opposite dragon. So maybe you weren't pulling the red or the white dragon. Maybe you were pulling a lot of green dragons. You can easily switch to 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 7 with the green dragons. This gives you a great opportunity to switch. Again, typically you would go from 2, 4, 6, 8 to any like numbers, but you can always switch from any like numbers to 2, 4, 6, 8. We already talked about 6s in any like numbers. If we use the number 6, please check out, go to 3, 6, 9. You can go to line number 3 or line number 5 with 6s. You could also use 3s, of course, or 9s. There's some great opportunities for Kongs of like numbers throughout the card. Please be sure to mark them and learn about your like numbers. I would really put down every number and then using the number 1, where could I go for like Kongs? Using the number 2, where can I go for like Kongs? And go through 1 through 9. And then even try doing like Pungs, which shows up in line number 2 of any like numbers. Let's take a look at that. We're looking at line number 2 and any like numbers and deciding where could we go if we had pungs of a number. So if we have pungs of like numbers of 3s, you can easily switch to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 7, which would be pungs of 3s and pungs of 3s with news. So obviously you're having troubles getting flowers, or the other 3s somebody puts up. Maybe you were picking up, everybody loves to collect the word news. So maybe you were picking up some wins. I don't recommend holding on to them, but some people like to. So you have news with 3s, and then you need the 1s and 5s to match. You need a pair of 1s in BAMs, which would be the 1 BAM bird. I don't particularly care to say that. It's just a 1 BAM, but it is always a bird. And then you need the 5 dots in a pair. Obviously, this hand is a little bit more harder. You need 2 pairs, and then you need the singles of news. But it is a switchable hand from line number 2 if you get stuck, if you don't get those 2 pairs of 1s, or maybe you're not getting flowers. You could also switch to, if line number 2 were 2s, we've talked about this in 2025 and in 2, 4, 6, 8, you could go to line 1 or line 2, because there's multiples of 2s there, or you can go to line number 4 in 2, 4, 6, 8. If it's like pungs of 5s, that would be the same line. We talked about this again in 2025, line number 1, those 2s can be pungs of 5s, pungs of 5s. So if you're playing line number 2 in any like numbers and you happen to pick up some 2s also, you can play 2025 line number 1 with pungs of 5s, pungs of 5s. That's a good switchable hand. And if it's a bunch of flowers, you still have the flowers for line number 1 and line number 2. line number 1 in 2025, and line number 2 in any like numbers. It's a great hand to switch to. Even numbers, 2s, 4s, 6s, or 8s, go to 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4. I'm not going to spend too much time building this hand because, like I said, most categories will fall to any like numbers if you have multiple groupings of a number. Line number 3 in any like numbers is a concealed hand, so you want to get yourself out of that hand. Let's take a look at it. If you're working on any like numbers, the very bottom hand, that is a concealed hand. So you need any 3 suits with any dragon. The dragon does not have to match the first grouping, so this grouping doesn't have to be there. It could have been here. You just need to have 3 different suits with a dragon, any dragon. This hand would work really nice with singles and pairs, line number 6, to switch to if you needed a switchable hand, because you have a bunch of 2s and you could just slide the white dragon in and add all the 5s that would go with each grouping, and you can make the big hand in 2025. And obviously you could switch from that hand to any like numbers. That's a great switchable hand. Also playing that hand with 2s and any like numbers, you can go to 2025, line number 1. So let's look at what that looks like. So again, you're playing line number 3 and any likes numbers, which is a concealed hand, and you're struggling with it. Maybe something goes out and you can't make the flowers or something, so you have to use jokers. So maybe you have to call for that last grouping of flowers, and then you can switch. You call for the flowers, you put it up top, and then you can switch to line number 1 using the 4 flowers, maybe 2025, get the 5, and then you have the 2s at the end, the pungs of 2s. So get yourself out of a situation. You want to move to an open hand. That same hand in any like numbers, you can switch to line number 4 in 2025. So if you're playing any like numbers, line number 3, you can move to line number 4 in 2025. You have your 2 flowers, you have your 2s, you have another grouping of 2s, and it's any 3 suits, so you do need to have your white dragons. You have 1 suit in 2s, your white dragons as 0s, your other suit in 2s, and now we have cracks, bams, we need dots, so you need 3, 5 dots in order to complete this hand. Please note that this hand is also a concealed hand, so be very careful in making this hand. You want to make sure that you're not calling for anything. It is a concealed hand. It's a great switchable hand from 2025 to any like numbers, line number 3, or vice versa from any like numbers, line number 3 to 2025, line number 4. Now let's go on and play on I Love Maj and try our hand at playing any like numbers and switching. Now that we've looked at switchable hands and any like numbers, remember, try to be flexible and observant, keep your options open, and be willing to switch to another hand based on the discards, maybe things that you picked up in the Charleston, based on exposures, things you picked up in the wall. It's often easier to stay within the category, but as I've shown you, there's ways to go cross categories and make a new hand. These are things that you're just trying to recover from, and hopefully you can find a new way and make a new hand, not necessarily always winning, but discovering new hands on the card. Let's head on over to I Love Maj and play a few rounds. Before we do that, please consider becoming a channel member of Mah Jongg class. Take your love of Mahjong to the next level by joining the channel. While all the content is free, you can decide to support the channel by becoming a member. There are 3 levels to choose from. Just click on the main channel page and you can read more about it. You have been supporting me all the while by clicking on the thumbs up letting YouTube know you like Mahjong class channel, subscribing, sharing with friends, and commenting. Now you can become a channel member. Please consider doing so. Thank you again for those who already have. While you're on the home screen, you can also search in the magnifying glass for any topic you wish to either get better at, find a tip, strategy, or basics. If you don't find it when you search, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com and let me know what topic you're looking for, and I'll be sure to create a video. Before we get on to ilovemahj, they've been generous enough to give us a 21-day free trial, which is 3 weeks. Normally they give you 14 days, 2 weeks. Use the code CB at registration and you will get an extra week for free to try. So try it out for 3 weeks and I'm sure you're gonna fall in love with it as I did. I've been playing since February of 2021 and it has been so helpful in learning the card. So join ilovemahj, use the code CB. Let's head over there now and play a few games. We're gonna play Game Lunch. We're gonna play with bots. And again, the exercise that I keep talking about is called What Hand Is That? The third one down. Check that out. It's really helpful in finding switchable hands and also learning your opponent's hands. I like playing advanced. We're gonna play a game and hit launch.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. Look for your pairs. We have no pairs, but we do have a pair of West. We could play in Winds and Dragons. And we have the White Dragon. Maybe we'll play 2025. We have 5, 6, 7. Let's keep that and we'll keep 2025. Oh, a 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get rid of these 3. A green and a 7 and a 2. Just keeping dots. Let's continue. So we have South. Don't forget to look in singles and pairs hand. There is the very first line in singles and pairs that you could possibly play. We just have to pass 3 now, so we're gonna do 7, 8, and we have 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a rough number. Maybe we'll go with the lower numbers and get rid of the 7. 6 is the most popular number this year. Oh, we're getting more dragons. Maybe we'll just go with the dragons. Oh, we got an East, a 1, and a 6. So there is the dragon hand. This is the last right. There's the dragon hand with 2 flowers, a little run, and then opposite dragons. There's also Winds with dragons, or News, I should say, excuse me. Maybe we could get rid of a West. Let's do that, see what happens.
Courtesy pass.
Well, we got the North, so we got News, and we have 2 tiles to pass. And we got another South. That's good. Let's get rid of the 3 and let our hand develop. So I'm looking at a couple hands. I'm looking at line number 2 with the little run with dragons, and I'm looking at line number 4. We need 4 flowers though. I don't know if we're gonna play that with News. Or we could switch over to a complete wind hand.
1 dot.
We got another. Guess it's time to abandon these. Maybe we'll get rid of the 3. Kind of like the Winds.
6 crack. 5 bam. Green.
We could always play the Winds with 2025.
4 dot. West. 3 crack. West.
Oh, well, the Wests are going out. So we can go back to the 4 flowers with News with dragons. That's looking pretty good. Let's get rid of the 5.
Dot. 4 bam. East. East. 1 crack, 3 crack, 7 dot, flower,
We could call it. I'm going to let one go.
5 dot, 4 bam,
We need 4 flowers and news with
6 dot,
dragon. I'm looking for my other dragon. Oh, we're getting a lot of wins though. We could change hands and do 3 flowers with 2 norths, 2 east, 3 west, and 4 souths. Let's switch.
red, 7 dot, 8 bam, west,
I think we need to call that for a pung. I'm looking at line number 3.
green, 5 dot, 3 bam, 2 bam, 3 dot, 2 crack, 9 dot, 1 dot,
Sometimes it's a little boring just sitting here waiting for your wins to come
9
in.
crack, 6 dot, 6 dot, 8 bam,
But we're in a good position because we're ready to call for our souths and our flowers.
green, 1 crack, 2 bam, 1 bam, 1 crack, 6 dot,
Oh, we
So,
got the norths. Oh, we don't
one
need
dot.
those norths. Yikes.
4 crack, red, 9 crack, 7 bam, call, 6 bam,
Oh, we got a lot of
So-
norths.
1 dot,
We could always switch to north, the top hand.
6 bam, 3 bam, 9 dot, 9 crack, 2 crack, 8 dot, 2 dot, 8 crack,
We need another
Call.
east for that other hand.
1 crack,
Nobody's going to give me my
2
wins,
crack.
I'm sure of it.
9 dot, 7 bam, 3 bam,
Oh, we got another joker. So we need 4 souths, 2 easts, 2 norths, and maybe we'll get rid of a north.
north, 5 crack, call, 7 dot,
We got our
North.
east.
5 crack,
So we can either get a south or a flower.
so 1 bam, 4 bam, 5 dot, 7 dot, 2 dot,
Oh, come
call,
on.
2 bam,
Joker opportunity.
7 crack, call, 6 crack,
Oh boy.
6 crack, 3 crack, 4 crack, Mah Jongg,
Oh, bummer. Oh, look where the south was over here, and everybody else had flowers too. Oh well, that was a good hand though. I was pleased to see that come together. We had some patience and let the tile dictate where to go. We were always in the Winds and Dragons section. I did look at singles and pairs, and we were thinking of with dragons, and then we switched to 2025, and then we went to an all winds hand. Let's look at everybody else's. We were 1 tile away. We either needed a flower or a south. Kurt won, playing 13579, line number 2, pung kong with the upper numbers 5779. Annie was playing 2468, line number 4, 4 flowers, 2468 with 8s. Remember, the 8s can be 2s, 4s, or 6s. Amstead was playing 2 flowers, 234, line number 3, all in 1 suit. Everybody had some pretty nice hands. On to the next one.
First Charleston,
Sort by suit. Look for your pairs. Pair of 8s with whites. Where can we play them? Maybe we'll hold on to evens. It's a big stretch. A 3, a 1, and an east. Do we even, oh, east and west with evens? Do we do with eights? I have no idea. 7, 5. Now we got a south. Maybe we're giving up. Oh, there's some eights. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
So with eights are evens, so we can get rid of the souths, which is not a great pass, but we'll do it. 4, 3, 7. 6, 7. Oh, we got a west. And we also can play in 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 flowers, eights with opposite dragon with eights. Let's get rid of the green.
Courtesy pass.
And we got nothing. Let's do 3. Guess I should have kept all the wins.
9 crack.
Nobody was playing them. Oh, we got that red dragon back.
So 1 crack.
Not calling it yet. I'm not sure what hand I'm playing.
9 bam. 3 crack.
I'll move the joker over to remind myself I would need to call it if I
7
want to
dot.
play eights with opposite dragon.
1 dot.
And that's in
bam.
2, 4, 6, 8, line number 7.
7 bam. 2 crack.
Oh, 8.
5 bam. 1 bam. 3 dot. 1 dot. 5 bam. Green.
We'll see if we get all the eights.
9 dot. South. 5 dot. 9 bam. 8 bam.
I'm not going to call it.
3 crack. 7 crack. 1 crack. 5 dot. 6 dot. 9 crack.
Trying to see if we get more eights.
8 bam.
Oh, geez. We do east and west with eights. We need 3. And then a pair. But we need a lot here. We could call it and just give up. Let's call and get the pung.
Call.
I hate doing that so early.
7 dot.
But we can always switch over to any like numbers. There's the east.
8 crack.
We can do any like numbers, line number 2.
7 bam. Red. 1 dot. 3 crack. South. So, call. 1 dot.
Ooh, joker exchange.
North. 2 bam.
Might work out for
Joker
us.
swap. 9 crack. 9 dot.
We're ready to call for the east and the west.
South. East.
Call it for a con.
Call. Flower. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, wish
Joker
we had
swap. 7 bam.
wish we had a flower. Gone already.
Green. Joker swap.
Oh, we're ready.
5 bam.
Either 8 crack or 8 dot for the win.
2 bam.
I don't
5
think they're
bam.
gonna throw it. We're gonna have to pull it ourselves.
5 crack. Call. 2 crack.
Oh, we don't need that joker.
Joker. Red. Joker swap. 3 bam. 6 bam.
Mahjong. Boop boop.
Mah Jongg.
East and west with 8s. Nice hand. I'm liking it. Having some nice luck these days. So we won on east and west with 8s. I also thought maybe we could do wins with dragons. We had some dragons or 8s with dragons in any like numbers. And also I was looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 7. That's a like numbers hand. So that would have been nice with 8s with the opposite dragon. Let's look at everybody else's hand. Consecutive run, line number 2 was Kurt. 3, 4, 5, 6, pung kong, pung kong. Annie was playing consecutive run, line number 3, 4 flowers, 6, pair of 7s, and 8. Long way to go. Amsta was playing consecutive run, line number 5, 2 flowers, 2, 3, 4 with matching dragons. I like that hand. Let's go on to our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. We have a pair of 8s, 6, 7, 8. What if we did 6, 7, 8, 8, 8 in consecutive run at line number 7? Let's get rid of the south. Well, let's get rid of the 4. And actually, let's do this 4 and this 9. Another 4 and another 8. So are they making us do 2, 4, 6, 8 or 8s? Oh, maybe back to 8s. A 1, a 4, and a 6. Maybe we're playing 8s. Continue.
Second Charleston.
A 1, a north, and a 4. A west, a 9, and a 9. A south, a east, and a 7.
Courtesy pass.
3 to pass. Just focusing on 8s and dragons.
West.
And the other's garbage. So we actually have 8s, line number 1 in any like numbers. 8s, matching dragon. 8s, matching dragon with a pair of 8s.
East.
Prioritize your discards.
1 crack. East. 9 crack. 5 crack. 9 crack.
There's also
North.
2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4 if we get a bunch of flowers.
7 bam. South. South. 4 crack. 1 crack. 2 crack. 2 bam. 6 crack.
We'll have to see how this perks
7
out.
bam. 7 dot. 7 crack. 4 crack. Call. 2 dot.
I'm just gonna say I would be looking
6
for a
bam.
2 dot here. All these reds. We can play 8s with opposite dragons. And 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we have to get rid of these 8s. Let's get rid of the 1, 6.
6 dot. Joker swap. 6 bam. 2 bam. West. East. 7 dot. 3 crack. West. 5 bam. 3 bam. 3 crack. Red.
Should we just try it? Line number 7 and 2, 4, 6, 8 with 8s. Kind of like all those red dragons. We'll be bold. Or we could just play the bottom hand in 8s. Maybe we'll do that. Let's ignore it. Well, that was good. We got our 2 flowers and it's 8s, 8s, 8s with any dragon.
Green. North. 4 dot. 1 bam. 2 crack. 9 bam. 6 bam. 1 bam. 2 crack. 7 dot. 5 bam. 5 bam.
Green. Oh, I guess we should have kept.
Green.
Got a bunch of
5
dragons.
So
I'm looking at any like numbers, the bottom hand.
3 bam. 9 bam. So 8 dot.
Can't call for it. It's a closed hand.
1 crack. 3 dot. 2 dot. 5 dot. 3 bam. 9 crack. Call. So
Oh, Joker opportunity.
4 dot. 7 bam. 6 dot. Mah Jongg.
Oh no, I didn't give it to him, but congratulations. Instead, he got 3 flowers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 5. All one suit. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Nice, good for him. Look at those jokers. He had 6 jokers. No wonder why we're having a hard time. Annie is playing 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4, 4 flowers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4s and 4s. That was the one I was thinking about. She had the 2 dot. I was thinking 2, 4, 6, 8 with 8s and 8s. I was hoping to make any 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 7, 2 flowers, 8s and 8s with opposite dragon, or line number 3, 2 flowers, 8s, 8s, 8s with any dragon. Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 4, 3 flowers, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He needed all his 8s. We had them. Let's look at the leaderboard. We've played 3 games. I won 1. Amstead and Kurt. Annie needs to win. It's always good to have everybody win at least 1 game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. We don't have any pairs, but we have 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Don't forget to look in singles and pairs, line number 4. That would be fun. 4, 5, 4, 5. Let's see if we can do it. Or we could play 2025. I just saw that. Maybe 2025. There is a hand with dragons. 2025. Let's try it. We haven't played a 2025 hand. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
9 East. 2025. I'm looking at line number 3. 2025. 2 and 5, and then opposite dragon. So it wouldn't be this 2 and 5. We would need this 5. We can get rid of the red. 7, 7, 1. South red 7.
Courtesy pass.
No more 2s and 5s. We have 3 to pass.
So
nothing. It's all right. Let the hand develop. We could always switch to line number 1 if we get a lot of flowers.
1 bam. 7 bam.
Not really calling for
4
anything.
bam. 7 bam. East. 4 crack.
Patience. Let the hand develop.
9 crack. 2 crack.
We could call it, but then we'd have to change over here. We could play 2025 in one suit, 2 and 5 in the other. But then that's not the right dragon. I'm going to ignore it.
Red. South. 7 crack.
Oh, now we
7
got it.
crack.
So maybe we are playing a different hand.
8 dot. 9 crack. 1 bam. 6 crack. 9 bam. 9 crack. 3 bam. West. 8 dot. Red. 6
I
dot.
do like the first one with flowers. 2025 with 5s and 5s.
9 dot.
Maybe if we get a 2 bam.
1 dot.
Oh, I think we should switch. Because we picked up those 2 flowers. Ooh, what about the bottom hand? 23 suits. 2s. 5s and 2s. This is rough. I'm going to give up on the green.
Green.
I like the top
East.
hand.
West. South. 9 dot. 8 bam. 6 dot. 4 dot. East. 1 dot. 3 dot. Call. West. 4 bam. 3 dot.
5 bam. There's your
6 bam.
2025. Oh no, that's all your 5s. We could switch to like numbers too with all fives. Let's see what happens.
Call. 7 dot.
Ooh, sixes.
7 crack. 9 dot. Joker swap. North. 1 dot. 7 dot. West. 1 bam.
6 bam. We have to make sure we pay attention to that
7
to
crack.
get the joker.
North. Green. Red.
Got rid of those greens.
8 bam. 1 crack. 6 crack. 7 dot. 8 dot. North.
Another joker. Okay, let's rearrange this. So 2025 with fives we could play. Line number 1, so that would be flower 2025. Maybe we keep that and get rid of a 5. And then we have fives. Or we could play the bottom hand, 2 flowers with 2s, with 0s, with 2s and 5s. At any rate, I think we can get rid of this 5.
5 crack. 9 bam. 1 dot. 7 bam.
4.
4 bam. 7 dot. 9 crack.
So in between 2 hands, the bottom hand and the top hand, we're probably going to play the top hand.
8 bam.
Okay, top hand it is. 2025 with 5s. And this will go with the flower to call.
2 bam.
We're good.
6 crack.
We're ready for Mahjong. I like it.
9 bam. 7 bam. 4 crack.
Jokers
1
help.
crack. 6 dot. 6 crack. 3 crack. Joker swap. 1 crack.
Oh, somebody's getting ready for
9 dot.
Mahjong.
4 crack. Green. East. 5 crack.
No. 5 dot, 5 bam, or flower.
9 bam. 2 bam. 4 crack. 2 bam.
No.
8 bam. South. 1 bam. North. Joker.
Oh no.
3 bam. 8 dot. 8 crack.
Come on. 5, 5, or flower.
Joker.
We got it. Mahjong 2025 hand line number 1. Whoop whoop.
Mah Jongg.
That makes this girl happy. 2025 hand. Good for us. Let's look at everybody else's hand. Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 4. 3 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I had those 5, so not going to work for you, Kurt. Annie was playing consecutive run, line number 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, missing all the 7s. Amsa was playing consecutive run, line number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, all in one suit, pung kong, pung kong. Nice hand that I had. Awesome. Let's look at the leaderboard. I'm on top with 2 wins. And then Amstead with 1, Kurt with 1, and poor Annie didn't have a good day today. But that's happened sometimes, happens to me. I want to thank you for being here and watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit about switchable hands with any like numbers. Head back to the channel and check out the past 2 with 2025 switchable hands and 2468 switchable hands. I hope you are enjoying these videos. Pop it in the comments below if you like how I'm doing them with live tiles. I hope you're picking up a tip or 2, And if you have one for us, make sure you put in the comments so we all can learn, or email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. I thank you for joining me. Hope you're watching lots of videos and learning lots. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. Bye-bye. See you next week.